can turn the world on with a smile. You can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's your girl and you should know it. With each buzz and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, don't need to fake it. You can never down, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all.
Hi everybody, welcome to the show. Today is Thursday, March 22nd, and as of today, Mark has 838 days left to serve in his U.S. federal sentence. That's up to his early release date of July 9th, 2014, 85% of his 5-year sentence, so we're counting down the days. And another milestone coming up is that Mark was moved out of Georgia on, I think it was April 9th, that he was shipped away from the private GEO Group prison and sent off on the road, and we didn't know where to. We didn't know anything about where he was headed. And then on April 20th exactly, he landed in YAZOO City Federal Prison in Mississippi, where he is still today. And it's a much greater improvement over the private for-profit prison, which is really horribly run. And most of the private prisons are horribly run. And I'm going to bring up GEO Group in a second, but first I'm going to show you some photos that came in the mail. Me and Mark, we got pictures taken on Saturday and Sunday, the 18th and 19th, and these photos are the ones taken on the Sunday. So here's the first one, and Mark wrote, "A classic pose of us. I like me best in this one, although I don't look thin at all. A bit puffy, but I'm not." And he put a little sad face, and I think he's just being silly. I said the outfit's unflattering. And then this one, he said, "A wonderful close-up," and it is, for sure. You can see how happy we are to be able to hug each other and kind of snuggle together. It's the only time we get to do that. So he wrote, "I'm a little too laughy, but you look radiant and lovely, miss. Your buttons gleam," because I have gold buttons on the dress. And this one, he wrote, "Those shoes and that smile, I look healthy." And this one, he wrote, "This one is so cute. I love this one, my sweet miss." So I gave him a little kiss, and we don't really know if you're supposed to do that, but, well, we did it and we got photos, so there you have it. I don't think we could do real kissing full on with each other, but I know we got in trouble in Seattle when we took a photo doing that, so maybe that's not allowed. But those are great photos, and I'm so happy to share them, and you can see them on our Facebook accounts too. The Facebook links are always down below in the info below the video. So GEO Group, I want to quickly let you know about what's going on with them. They're an international private for-profit prison company that's on the stock market. So they try and keep prisons full of people so they can guarantee money for their investors and shareholders and stockholders. And what happens is private prison groups like GEO lobby to maintain drug laws, like to keep marijuana illegal, in order to ensure that their prisons are filled up at least, I think it's 93 or 98%. They want to always have prisons full. So even if the crime rate drops, and even if people aren't breaking the law, they've got to find a way to put people away. So they've brought in all these immigration laws and tougher drug laws, and that's who's behind a lot of the push right now to maintain prohibition is private prison groups. And here in Canada, with our really heartless, cruel, immoral conservative government under Prime Minister Harper, we have GEO Group meeting with Canadian government officials and groups to start running and building our prisons here in Canada. Now, we knew this was coming. I know everyone here, Greg and others, we here were talking about this since the Conservatives got elected. We knew with their mandatory minimum sentencing push that they were going to ensure many Canadians go to prison and make a buck for their buddies in the private prison industry. And that's what's happening now. Really scary stuff. I don't know exactly what we can do to stop it, but what we can do is bring attention to it, and that's really important to let Canadians and others know what's happening in this country of ours, and it's almost impossible to get rid of once they start. So we got to bring some attention to how cruel and disgusting this is to keep people locked up to make $1 on the stock market. Really bad stuff, and we know that Bill C-10 was pushed by these guys too. We just know it. They were the ones there poised to make a lot of money. Everybody else is losing out. So GEO Group, 2 thumbs down for you. You're an evil, evil international corporation if there ever was one. And I don't welcome you to Canada, and I'm sure many others don't either. And Mark has written and blogged extensively about what his experience was like in a new GEO Group prison. And you can read his blogs from a year ago where he typed up all these terrible things that happened to people there and how shoddy it was. So check out freemark.ca and cannabisculture.com for Mark's prison blogs about GEO Group's prison in Georgia, where he was before. Now, coming up, it's less than a month to 4/20, April 20th, our International Day of celebration and protest of our culture and our movement. And we are, of course, as always, having a gigantic celebration down at the Art Gallery in downtown Vancouver. So last year was our biggest yet, with a huge stage set up, and we had a great time. The federal election was coming up, so we had a strong political message encouraging people to get out to vote. And you can watch videos and check out photos and more at the brand new website that I'm launching today, 420vancouver.com. So we'll be adding more to that website as time goes on, of course, but right now you can check out the initial website as it appears now at 420vancouver.com. We've got photos and videos and information about the musicians who will be playing and contact information so you can find out more, plus a map and a countdown. And I hope you check it out and find out what's going on in Vancouver and see what we've had happening over the years past. So more to come on that. There'll be more videos and all sorts of stuff added, but you should check it out now, 420vancouver.com. And soon we'll be launching cannabisday.ca, which is, of course, our other huge event down in Vancouver and across the country to celebrate cannabis on Canada Day, July 1st. So stay tuned for that website launch, but check out 420vancouver.com for now. And other events coming up, of course, Toronto has its Freedom Festival usually. Right now, it doesn't seem like that might be happening because the city's been giving them a lot of grief, but there's still the Global Marijuana March, which happens on Saturday, the 5th of May, all around the world. So plan one in your community or try and find others who are holding one as well. The website, I don't know if it's updated anymore. The people behind it stopped doing that a bit ago, but there are people all around the world still marching all across with millions of people joining hands to say end prohibition and legalize cannabis. So that's going to be happening. I'll be there with Cannabis Culture Crew. And also in Toronto at the end of May, from the 25th to the 27th, is the Treating Yourself Expo run by Marco Renda of Treating Yourself magazine. And he's generously giving us another booth to promote our free MARC cause and to educate people about MARC and Cannabis Culture magazine. So we'll be out there as well, and more events to come in the year ahead. So I'm going to quickly do the draw and give away a t-shirt. I know I said it was going to be a wild card. It's not that wild, it's just a t-shirt, but it's the free MARC shirt. So I'm going to send that out to the winner of this week's draw. And we also have stickers, of course, as always, a bunch of free MARC stickers to put around. And I've got all the names. There were 66 entries this time here in this purple bubble bag. So I'm going to draw a name, and you get the shirt and the stickers. And I'm sending out a big pile of prizes that are backlogged, so you guys are going to get them soon. But let's draw this little one. What do we got here? The name is Error, but you're from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Cheering you on from Green Bay, Wisconsin. I saw Mark briefly when I visited BC years back. So, all right, you're a winner. You get the free MARC shirt, and maybe one day you'll come visit us again when Mark is home and get him to sign it for you. So we can all look forward to that day when Mark is finally back home with us. I'm going to give away another t-shirt, maybe not a free MARC one. I might do Cannabis Culture or Pot TV or Overgrow the Government. Throw something different in there to spice it up. But enter by sending an email to jodie@cannabisculture.com. And of course, stay tuned to us on freemark.ca, cannabisculture.com. Check out the store, cannabisculture.com/store, and see what deals we've got available. And check out some videos there of what we look like inside here in our lounge. And take a look at the Pop Block in downtown Amsterdam. Hope to see you guys here for 420. Plan your trips and make it out and come by and say hi. It'd be great to see you. So do all you can to end prohibition. Send Mark a letter. The info's always below. And thanks, as always, for watching. Take care, everyone.